Welcome once again to our message from our divine compassionate guides. My name is Julianne Duffy, and my purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms to help reconnect humanity to the highest form of authenticity. My intention when I pull these cards each day is that the message here will help, heal, and serve you in the most appropriate and divine way. Thank you for joining me. Today I am pulling from the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. Let's find out what our message is for today. Our first part of the message, communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So of course, first thing coming up is some communication. See the next part of, next part of our message here. Surrender to the divine, full moon. Seems quite appropriate. We've been having this message pretty similar message regularly about surrendering to the divine. Expect a powerful change, new moon eclipse. So again, I feel like this is overlapping with us being encouraged that what we're trying to create is coming forward. Feels very, very appropriate to the cards that we have been pulling. However, let us take a deeper look at each of these cards and what they specifically mean. So we'll start right on the left there with the communication is key, new moon in Gemini. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to the person, maybe you have to journal. Emails, text messages, and other forms of communication will be helpful at this moment. If the issue or something has come up with neighbors, there is a new start coming and a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. So this card should also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. So this is also a great time for socializing, communicating of ideas and travel. And the energy around this one, no matter when you pull it, is that things are going to be very speedy. Maybe there's some gossipy, and maybe it's a little flirtatious, this energy. One thing to be aware of is that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered. So making sure we're staying focused with our meditation and our divine path practices. The next part, surrender to the divine, the full moon. So they say with this one, climax, which brings you all sorts of ideas to your mind, is really the feeling of this card. Life is coming to head, a point, a conclusion, a conclusion, a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. So we are being warned to tune into our emotions and see what they are telling us. And no matter when we pulled this card, matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are coming true. This is a positive card, so the odds are in your favor, but you may need to work a little bit harder to keep your cool as things start to unravel. So this one again is this is a very powerful card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions during the new moon, and pulling this card at any time during the cycle suggests that there's answers are coming your way and it's not going to be very long. So definitely here, whatever we are going to get the answers, it's most likely going to be positive, and that we are coming to a turning point, a climatic exchange that may create a lot of emotional charge. And that's going to be up to us to keep ourselves balanced and away from that extreme emotional charge, especially if it's in the negative form. If it's super happy, go for it. But if it's something that's not in a positive realm, or we're not seeing it at first at the positive realm, we have to let it go. Because this is also about surrendering to the divine. So trusting that the divine does have our back, and timing is of the essence. Sometimes we're just waiting a little longer for things to roll out, or after a little bit of time, we understand the situation a little bit better as well. And then the last part, expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, which seems quite appropriate since we are coming to some conclusion, some climatic thing. There's a massive change coming, and it is to our benefit. And we need to expect that there is going to be some massive change happening. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginning, and there are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and the events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new direction you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at this moment. So whatever's happening now is happening for a reason, and you'll appreciate later on as a new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through this portal. You're being you're being put back on the right path, and there is nothing to fear. So these are this is an exciting card, and it's this specifically with a new moon eclipse is an exciting astrological event. And what they mean is a complete change of pace. And it's through your it's through you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess of spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening when you pull this card. It's a powerful affirmation that positive turnarounds are happening, and you will be put on that right track. Which again, we're saying that this one, whatever we're surrendering to, this climatic event that's coming, is for our benefit. And we, through it, expect something's going to change, and it's going to be powerful, and it's going to be intense, but it's going to put us on the right path if we're not quite on it. And again, be aware, keep the communication open. That is key to this time as well, is making sure that we clearly are communicating with the people that we are working with. There is our message for today. As always, I intend that this does help heal and serve you. Until tomorrow, which will be a one card pull followed by a guided meditation. Have a beautiful day, and please do like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date with all of my messages. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.